Hello everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise, and today I'm going to look into Mark Meadows, the treasonous traitor who's, conspired and has helped, looks like he's helped a lot to try and help Trump overturn the 2020 election. So I want to thank you, Tracy Walker, hey, for bringing it to my attention. He's been on, the back of my mind for a little while, but thanks for your awesome question, and I'll do my best to get to the bottom of it. So, but anyway, what we want to look at is his karma, what he's done in the past and presently, and then into his future. So, okay, let's get this going on. Hold on, let me drop the camera down. Okay, so I'm starting off with this deck, the Radiant Wise Spirit by Lo Scarabeo. And let's see, I need to allow for reversals. And tuning into Mark Meadows. So I don't know if I really care that much about his past life karma that he brought into this lifetime, but I think I'll do 4 cards over here to show 2 columns. Of course, as usual, forces in motion, but let's do 4 cards here as to his karma with past karma with Flump. Especially when it comes to, all the baloney with Georgia, where he, his darkness is pretty, his craziness is pretty easy to see. You just have to do a little research. I do remember him talking smack about illegal aliens voting in Arizona, which I doubt even happened. But anyway, he was in on the whole thing with, what's that guy's name? With the Georgia, oh my goodness, I can't remember what position. But anyway, Raffensperger. I remember Raffensperger. He arranged the call, where Trump asked Raffensperger to find the 11,000, he had a specific number, and I can't remember what the number is, but over 11,000, close to 12,000. He needed almost 12,000 votes, right? You don't do that. You don't call up another state official and ask them to find the votes. And I think, if I remember right, Raffensperger told him he couldn't do that because it was illegal, of course. Oh my goodness. But anyway, Mark Meadows was in constant contact with Trump during the January 6th insurrection. And I remember reading something about it's possible that Trump created preemptive pardons for Meadows and Rudy Giuliani and even maybe himself. So let's look at this past karma based on all that. Present and then future, what's coming down the line for him. So Mark Meadows. Okay, that should be quite enough shuffling, don't you think? Okay. Forces in motion. Ew. Biggest challenge. Yeah, okay. 4 cards over here for past as to his support of Trump in the, trying to get what he wanted. Karma that's hanging over him. Let's do 2 cards there. Wow, okay. 4 cards for his I want to look at let's look at his legal future. And I may use another system after, but we'll see. So, the challenging thing with these guys, with this, until we get either new laws enacted and in place, our challenge happens to be that there are either no laws in place or they're never enforced. Let's keep these separate here. Actually, I get plenty of room. Okay, so past is over here, of course. You guys know me well enough by now. I always go past, present, future, from left to right. As it feels like I'm always receiving energy from the left. At least that's the way my body works, but maybe not everyone's. Okay, so the Devil Reversed, as far as the forces in motion here, it's something fated, and it can be something fatal. I always say, when the devil comes through reversed, it's the best way to get it, because it can, in a personal reading, it can have to do with overcoming something, being released from the darkness, being released from the blindness. There can be, some independence and freedom and an ability to reclaim your power. But, it can be something that's, absolutely like fatal. But now if we just look at it in terms of the forces in motion, of course, he's trying to, and he has tried to, create something that is fatal to the 2020 election. He and Trump are doing that together. They have done that together. And that's further reiterated here with the Six of Cups reversed, where he is stuck in the past. But again, it can be sometimes that, independence on another level. This card comes through sometimes when there's memory loss. So maybe he's just going to act like he doesn't remember. But good thing, good thing that there's records. There are records that are accessible. This sometimes comes through too when you've just lived out, the past, and you can't really go there anymore because your memories are not functioning correctly. So I think this is his MO, is he's going to act like he doesn't remember. How interesting. I could be wrong about that. I may revisit this if I get some more. You know what? I feel like he's stuck in the past. He's stuck in the past, and his perception of the past is not in reality. It's not in reality. Even though he's trying to free himself up from that, his past and what he actually did with, to support Trump, yeah, he carried a big stick and he went after whatever he wanted, what Trump wanted. He was like Trump's, I'm not seeing this as well, unless there's a woman involved that you guys know of that would have helped to fund what she wanted to come through, besides the traditional, Publix heiress and Rebecca Mercer. It could be that he was in contact and went after her for support. But on another level, because the court cards don't always have to be people, I kind of let that be loose and free. I don't have a hard line, unless I set the intention ahead of time, and I did not. But if this isn't a person, this is someone, or I'm sorry, it's the quality. It's the quality and energy of resourcefulness and nurturing something for someone else, which is what he absolutely did for Trump. And also what he did with the star reversed is that I think he did what Trump wanted, because Trump was in utter despair, because Trump was like, the star. But not anymore, because he lost the election. And he was in that place of, okay, now what do I do? Well, here we have the Hermit reversed. Again, this like lost direction, feeling really rejected and sad, and he's literally like lost his position, lost his way. And Mark Meadows jumped in on that, because he's done the same thing. I mean, there's a lot of direction here, but then there's lost direction here. And Mark Meadows trying to support him here, but then they both have lost their way, because it's treason. It's outright treason. The karma that's hanging over him because of what he joined in with the past, with justice reversed, this is a card of corruption. This is the card, when it's reversed, of bad karma. It can be karma either way, but bad karma when it's reversed. And it has to do with legal issues when it's reversed. The death card reversed tells me that there's no change in that. There won't be any change in this big old legal issue that is up, and on the table. It's also being really stuck and repeating mistakes from the past. So I feel like, if he is up before some commission and there's some legal issue, I feel like he's gonna, well, yeah, I'm not sure. I better hold my tongue on that one, because I'm not sure if he's going to just hold fast and try to, try to dig his heels in. So let's look at his future through the lens of the tarot. So with the Eight of Wands reversed, there's not the fast movement that we normally have. It brings in an inability to create any lasting type of results, and it's often a card of bad timing. Straight up, it's good timing. So when it's reversed, it's like it's bad timing and can't get the results that you want, or said he just can't. There's a lack of action, missed opportunities. So I'm wondering if there's going to be a lack of action against him, and it's all going to go on Trump. Interesting, yeah, because, he can always say, well, I was taking my direction from, the person in charge, but he wasn't, because he lost the election. And the reason I'm saying that's possible, that he's not really held accountable, but this is, this is the legal issue card here. But with this Three of Swords reversed, there can be some kind of forgiveness. Maybe he apologizes. Maybe he sees where he went wrong and then he apologizes in the future. But although I wasn't asking as to what he was going to do, I was asking about what he would experience. What is his karma? So now I'm wondering, will he be forgiven? if so, I'm thinking that maybe he protects himself and releases himself by speaking up and spilling some beans. If he's, called to the carpet, which it certainly will be here with the Justice reversed. So let's look further. So with this Seven of Wands reversed, well, this is a place where you give up. This is a place where you're overwhelmed and you realize that you have no control and you're wasting your time. So I don't know if they're going to waste too much time on him. And then with the High Priestess reversed, although, that arranging that phone call with Trump to try and get what he wanted, now I'm wondering if this woman could have something to, this could actually be a woman who he tried to speak to as well. Like if he went after some woman to try and get what Trump wanted. Because this is a female card here too. But it's reversed. And when the High Priestess comes through reverse, we're talking secrets that are a part of a betrayal and a hidden agenda, like, because she has the scroll, she has the information, documents, right? So this tells me, because I wasn't asking what he was going to do, but then I'm getting all of these cards about, I think it's too obvious, is that when he's called to the carpet, he's going to flip and he's going to spill all the beans, and therefore, he might have some type of immunity. But, then again, do we even have the right laws in place? I mean, of course we can't, treason, being a traitor is, and being a part of the whole treasonous activity, you would think that the ones at the top would be the ones taken down. So, well, I think what I need to do, because I don't have conclusive, and I think what I'm going to do is drop the camera down and use the Kipper, and let's look at legal possibilities for this guy. Because that's what we really care about, right? Okay, so give me a second, I'll drop it down. Okay, so I'm using this little deck here, this End of the Century. It's by Ciro Marchetti, if you like it. It's an extended deck. So, okay, legally, what's coming down the line for Mark Meadows? His legal future. We know the guilt is there, so I don't have to prove anything about that. It's just future only. What is Mark Meadows' legal future? Because remember, we have that Justice reversed. And the tarot looks like there's some flippage that might happen. So let's see. What is his legal future? Okay. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Oops, I need more space up here. Hold on. Unless, hold on, maybe I can move this closer this way. Yeah, then I can leave these cards up here in case I need more. There we go, that works. As long as I don't hit my head on the camera like I always do. Okay, here we go. So this is kind of interesting. It does look like, let's see, probably there's room up there for the closed captioning down here now. Okay, well, here's our theme. And for sure this is his wife here, but this would be, so in his future he has, it might be that his wife received some documents that makes her really, really concerned. This is usually, a card of sadness. It's usually called sad news. But this, and it's a card of being confronted with something that you don't want to look at, but you have to. And it's usually a card of, there's several crisis cards in this deck, and this is one of them. And then here's this other woman who maybe helped to support bringing in, he may be tied, what may be coming down in his legal future is that he may be tied into, who was it, Jenny Thomas, Clarence Thomas's wife, and maybe Marjorie Taylor Greene, and who else? There's other women, the Publix heiress, and maybe even Rebecca Mercer, for sure the Publix heiress. But they paid for, the money's here, they paid for bringing people in and putting them up in hotels that, for this change. And this is a card of, your vehicle, right? But anyway, for him, this could be a job change. So we can always read on, couple, 3 different levels, at least 2. For sure, this is his wife, no one else, no one else. That's not how Kipper and the Lenormand work. This could be his daughter, if he has a daughter. I know nothing about his personal life. This could be another supportive woman. This would be like, somebody who helped to fund this getting the people there for the insurrection, and then here's the money that goes, she's the one that did that. And there may be documents out there to prove that, of course, because all the people who, aren't there over 500 people who have been charged? I think there was upwards of 700 or 800 people who had been investigated, and then I think we're over 500 and being charged. So, but anyway, his wife is really concerned about his reputation, and she's concerned for her daughter. And whoever this supportive woman is, which I really feel like it's the Publix heiress, it could be Jenny Thomas too. Again, these cards can stand in for more than one person. This could also be, if he doesn't have a daughter, I don't know you guys, but if he doesn't have a daughter, this could be another younger woman like Marjorie Taylor Greene or anyone else who also helped, because see how she knights up here to the gift, the money being, money being given, support being given. This woman's always a supportive woman. But what is going to happen in his future? There's change, and he's probably going to experience illness. And then there's this community and the adjudication card. This, to me, this is the January 6th. This is Nancy Pelosi's January 6th, committee, the investigation committee. So I think he's going to be implicated in that, because this card is, it brings in a demand to give information. You know, this guy is the investigator and you have to go before him and tell him what you know. Or maybe this is him and this is his attorney. Or maybe this is him and this is whoever this woman is. And this is, I would think, the Congressional Committee. That's what I'm feeling. On one level. On another level, this is the community that supported the whole thing with, you know, for Trump. So he's tied up in all of that. That's for sure his future. Okay. So that goes with the, you know, the Justice Reversed that we had hanging over him with the tarot. Okay, so what else is in his future? Mark Meadows. There we go with all the documents, text, communications. That's interesting. Okay, so, well, he's on a journey, but this is a card of travel, and it's going in the other direction. This is a card of movement. And so again, it's like that. So the woman or the women or the people, this could bring in more people than just these two women down here who helped with the movement. He's really tied up with that. Well, for sure it's going to come through that he tried to get, I mean, it has already, but that hope for, you know, getting Raffensperger to, he tried to get Raffensperger to get in bed with them and do his dirty deeds and move things in their direction. So there's nothing really, I don't see anything here new. It's just confirming what we already know. But he's going to try to evade the issue. He's going to lie. He's going to be dishonest. And so are these other people about, you know, yeah, it's just, they're just all going to lie. In this situation, well, of course there could be the communications wire transfers proof of foreign money that came through to try to make it all happen. This card, we forget about the fact that it's marriage. This has to do with a partnership, business relationship, a business partnership, foreign resources, and that movement that was hidden. So he's a part of that. Wow. Okay, let's see what else is coming down the line for him. This is the investigation card. So we have 2 investigation cards now. This is, he kind of looks like him, but not totally. We need to put glasses on him. This feels to me like Sheldon Whitehouse, right? Let's see because he's in, yeah, definitely Sheldon Whitehouse that is investigating. And that's the direction, right? Investigating all the dark money. Wow. Yep, all the dark money. And the meetings that came through to get the money going through. Yeah, and all the work. It's a lot of hard work in this investigation is a lot of hard work. And there he is. So this is Mark Meadows. He has finally shown up, and he's worried. He's very, very worried. This card, this concern card, it's not as bad as the 32, the stress and, adversity card or whatever stress. Yeah, I think it's, I forget the name of it, but I think it's either adversity or stress. This one is the one that brings in being really depressed and pessimistic, and like where you can't really concentrate because you're so something's bugging you. Yeah, his health may not do well with this. And not that I think he'll ever be broke, but it's certainly going to drain him. It could end his ability to be that successful in the future, because it's going to go down in history. Now, I did not get the the imprisonment card, so I don't see him going to jail or anything. But why would he not go to jail? Because he's going to flip. Because when he goes before, he's going to flip to get, what he wants, to get what he wants out of it. So he's going to be a big part of releasing the information as to where the money actually came from, and he's gonna rat. I think. Let's see. You know what? Why not? Let's use this other deck. I think he's gonna rat out Trump. Let's see. Let's use this. I have this Alfie super awesome fortune whatever future cards. It's what's that guy's name? I think it's not Alfie. It's Archie. It's Archie McPhee. I put the box away because it's huge. It takes up way too much room. Archie McPhee. But anyway, okay, Mark Meadows. Let's use this deck and see what's coming down the pike for Mark Meadows. Mark Meadows. Here's the attack from this is the attack, the insurrection. This is news coming out about the insurrection. And he is definitely going to rat. When things get worse, he's not going to just lie down and take it. Oh my God. See, these cards, they just crack me up. Everybody should get this deck just for fun. And if you look on their website, or actually I looked through it on their Amazon storefront, they have a wealth of funny like gag gifts. Like if you want a rubber chicken, that's the place to go. And if you want little, I got this little, where is it? Missiles somewhere. Oh, actually, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. This sound effects machine. Applause. In this guy's case, it's this one. There's crickets, and then that one too. So anyway, that was the one little thing I bought, but there's tons of stuff on that website. So anyhow, back to Mark Meadows. The news about the attack will come out, and then he will rat out. Even though 45 isn't on this card, and it wasn't on the other one, in my maybe Lenormand deck, it's the illness card has been Trump's card. Here's that guy's name, Archie McPhee. Okay, so anyway, he's gonna rat out the illness, and then it's just he's just gonna spew it all out there. He's gonna rat out the this could also be like his own mental illness that let him even get involved. But I think I really think he's gonna rat out. He's gonna flip. He's gonna flip on Trump to try and save himself. Because who wants to hang out in that kind of energy? And on another level, this is saying that he's going to be really tied up in the, so here's the attack, and all these people that came in to try and, you know, stop the steal, all that baloney. This is the thievery. And then, you know, their illness and how it was just thrown out all over the place, and we're still, you know, we're dealing with that. The whole thing is, you know, it's being, it's something that we're going to be looking at for years to come. But I do feel like he's going to just rat out Trump. Yeah. These two cards mirroring each other. So here's our theme. He's gonna rat out Trump, and this has to do with the stop the steal and all that. And then the theme is, I think he's going to try to free himself. He's going to do, what I get here is that he's going to do anything and everything he can to free himself, to just throw himself out of this whole situation. But there are documents, and there are phone calls, there's testimony, there's all kinds of, you know, proof. So, but again, I don't see him going to jail. That's all I can say. So, okay, that's it. High five if you hung in there with me till the end. Thanks again, you guys. Take good care. Bye.